Green's level 1 and Gray here with another Age Mythology Replay. Spawn bottom left side is the blue Gaia. We got Tayloererhardt1, I think, with a capital 1. Spawn top right side as the green, not really green, more of a turquoise. We got Cal on the Bahamas. I didn't forget to mention it's Poseidon. Poseidon versus Gaia. My mind is butchered right now. When it comes to the major gods, of course, got Gaia, focus on economic buildings, starve heroic citizens, and they're cheaper to produce. Economic guilds technology is 35% cheaper and age earlier, which is something I like to point out as well. It means you get all of your economic upgrades in heroic age. You can also get your final unit, the fanatic, available in heroic age with the points concentration with Rhea. Of course, you get Lush provides health regen and can be upgraded to become Creep. Poseidon, of course, is the cavalry economic god power, or god. Militia spawn from raised buildings. Cavalry, caravan, smith units get plus 0.01 speed per age. Stables are cheaper as well as markets themselves. Exchanges improves and get free hippocampus, not important. Whereas unique upgrade, cavalry gets increased line of sight and a little bit of health regen. When it comes to the minor gods, for Gaia, we do have Oceanus and Leto. I have a big bias towards Leto. Spider Lair is a pretty good god power. You spend a very small amount of favor to kill off 3 human soldiers, in the form of landmines. Automaton, don't really need to explain that, very fun myth unit. Volcanic Forge, give all your human soldiers and automatons more pierce armor, very nice to have. And Perception, make the oracles generate more favor in line of sight. Oceanus get a powerful turret, mythological turret. Colossus is a good healer. Willis Mace is a pretty good counter cavalry upgrade, which may be a little bit better versus Poseidon, who's more reliant on cavalry. By the Shark, Melos and 5 fanatics get plus 5% damage, nothing too important, and a bit of bleed damage, which is not very good. And frontline heroics, cheaper infantry heroic promotions. Poseidon, of course, got Ares and Hermes. I'm more biased towards Ares, but for Poseidon, Hermes is probably a better option. Of course, get the Centaur Ceasefire, increase Pegasus speed and line of sight, and you get free Pegasus occasionally. And Spirit Charge, Centaurs and Cavalry damage and speed. Very nice to have. Ares, you get the Pestilence, which actually was nerfed from the Gold Edition. Cyclopes, good frontline myth units. You get the Demos, Sword of Dread, get your Hypasus early and increase their damage. Phobos, Spirit Panic, makes your Prodromos, your Militia, and Hoplites get a bit of divine damage there. So your counter cavalry becomes very, very good because that is a counter unit of 1 plus 1 damage in the form of divine, which more quickly gets applied. And a bit more toxic damage. We do have Hermes selected by Poseidon, almost complete. Gaia has not selected anybody just yet. More Gaia Force swing something there. And she is eating up Oceanus. This Centaur will have a bit more room to work with. You do have the lure there. The later you hold it onto, the more chickens get spawned. Nice little buff there. I think it's like 2 chickens per age. Nothing too significant, honestly. Of course, your villagers do act as a bit of wizards when they're collecting chicken, because they turn the chicken into chicken. Sort of like how toasters are a form of magic as well. They turn bread into toast. Though, to be fair, toasters are just death rays with incredibly small power supplies, if I remember correctly. Looks like Poseidon's going for some Hippus, and we have Atlantia, the fast hero. Oh, did she get movement speed increase? I thought she was slightly slower. Maybe I was mistaken. She does move slightly slower than a Centaur, and of course not affected by Spirited Charge. Green or turquoise will spot these citizens straightforward. All 3 of these citizens are heroes, so the Centaur won't do much damage. Atlantia will do some damage. Of course, these villagers do have 200 health. Caladria. Wait, what was that? That Caladria. Did that Caladria heal the citizen? Am I crazy? I could have sworn that heal hit the citizen as well. I might be going crazy. Oracle gets a bit of healing there. Oh wait. Caladria's of course on blue teams. What am I expecting? Yes, it did hit the citizen because it was cast on the citizen. Ugh, my mind is melted. Atlantia does throw miss her spears, miss the Caladria. The Oracle does go down, leaving Gaia down to 2 Oracles. Citizens takes out a gazelle and standing fighting against the Hippus. This citizen's starting to fall back there. Of course, as long as he keeps on working on top of Lush, he will get a bit health regen. Caladria gains good heals there. Got triple Caladria here. Manners being employed in the field. That citizen's taking a bit of damage there. The Caladria is getting nailed by Atlantia. Atlantia shoots a Caladria out of the sky. None of the citizens gone down though. Blue of course has 2 towns in this. Turquoise only has 1 or 21 villagers. Yep, mine's melted. We got the watchtowers to keep watch. Got the gazelle going down. And the manor is starting to go on down as well. Some bad manners there. These forces heading down south. Got the counter cavalry unit deployed in the field, or being deployed in the field by blue. Oracle initiates combat music. Atlantia does get picked off by the watchtower. Hippus, of course, can take out the watchtowers given enough time. After all, it has no boiling oil just yet. Counter cavalry units deployed in the field. Oh, I heard exotic doggos. I guess somebody's hunting some hyenas. We do have the Capeltus engaging, not enough of them to hold back all the Hippus, honestly. We do have the medium Hippus upgrade. We know these Hippus are quite wounded. Of course, Poseidon does provide a slight amount of health regen, currently the 0.5, thanks to that upgrade, which was called the Lord of Horses. Speed of charge now being researched, improving the speed and damage of all of his Hippus. Weightless mace now being on up, increasing damage of the Calpeltus by 15% and 10%, and increase your speed by 10%, and they get double that effect if they become heroes. And with Channel, they should have particularly fast movement speed, but I don't think Gaia has Channels researched just yet. Doesn't appear to be. Nice migration through the manor. Oracle does go down there, leaving Gaia down to 2 oracles again. The channel upgrade, these Calpeltus should move around like 5.8 on Lush. Let's see, this is what? 15%, so I think it would be even higher than that. I think it's like, with Empyrean speed from Orano's like 5.8 in total when they're heroic Calpeltus. Or with a Lush, it should be probably 5.9. In other words, very fast.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Oh, looks like, oops. I hit the middle mouse button, which teleported me over there. Because that's where I had selected villagers. Nope.
Πρόσταγμα έτοιμος.
And you know, I don't know what happens if I click the middle mouse button. It's not teleporting to me there. I don't know. Maybe it's the idle villager button? Is middle mouse button idle villager? I never knew that hotkey. Gaia selected. Don't teleport anywhere. Maybe I'm just going crazy. But I selected all the villages as well, so I wonder if that... I wonder if there's a idle villager button. Let's see if are any of these guys gonna become idle. Nope, they're mini hunting a rhinoceros. They're both splitting up. That's going to take some pain there. Luckily, citizens are stronger than rhinoceroses, I think. And thanks to Lush, they will have a bit of health regen at least. We do now have Thea queued on up. I'm a bit more a fan of Rhea. We do also have Dionysus. You're able to hail Hydras, give all infantry units plus 5% health. No, plus 5 infantry, all of his units plus 5% health. And Thorkin horses give his cavalry some lifesteal. They provide symphony birds, the hereditary trees, which includes dryads, and a lance of stone for his containers to give them a bit of snare. Though right now, fanatics seem pretty good to me, since fanatics also counter cavalry as well as counter infantry. Citizens may go down. Looks like they are large against surrounded there. Did the weightless mace upgrade not get researched? It did. Yep, Mormel's and Capultus do have the same base moon speed, so the fact that they do move faster, problem is without channels, Blue should probably have researched channels quite a bit of time ago, honestly. Blue is still losing some more villagers. Blue does still have more villagers though. Poseidon is now aged on up. Gaia is about to complete her age up. And more of the citizens start to go on down. A couple watchtowers deployed over here. Perspetti's tree now deployed in field, or however you pronounce it. Yeah, you're going to accept my butchering of all the words. Ah, the scout's still alive. Usually by now, by heroic age, the scout's already dead. The scout is alive. The Kata Kopos, however you pronounce it. Does take up quite a bit of damage there. Up north, we've got the Hydra. Could probably try to pick off some of these manners and have some bad manners. You know how the prophetic sight being researched, increasing the oracle's gathering rate, increase the full capacity bonus. Also got the Tharkian horses now being researched as well. Give his horse some lifesteal. Got more Termas, more Capeltus. Termas could be minimized. They're just a anti-range unit. So right now they will move the same speed as the Catapultus. I really think he should have got channels a long time ago. He's been on defense quite some time, and channels will help him respond to the various horses attacking around. Heavy horseman just got researched. Does the scout get affected by the... Nope, the scout does not get affected by light, medium, or the medium, heavy, or champion upgrades, while the militiaman does. Some of these citizens are getting trapped. A couple hit by student gets snared by the Caladrios. Got these units running around. We'll try and find another harassment. More Contineris got the heavy range, heavy cavalry, and medium infantry. More oracles on the build queue as well. With the amount of Contineris being well in the field, Poseidon could try mixing in some Prodromos, like his own counter cavalry unit there. Citizens migrating over here do have a palace being established by Gaia. Citizen does go down there. Got a good number of dryads here.
Skopos? Yuji?
Looks like these citizens are going to build another town center. Barking horses now being researched by Poseidon, giving some life steal on his horses. It's like 35%, right? 30% life steal, pretty nice. Particularly for his unique cavalry unit, the Heron Taros, with its own splash damage. Got some Prodromos being queued on in. Do have the Hydra. Bronze has been selected. Since trying to fall back. Mormello's Catapultus push forward. A big round of Hespedes or Dryads being pulled in field. Quadritus gets shot down by Hippolyta as well as Patroclus. Hydra taking a bit of damage there. And bronze has subsided. Symphony Bearer does get shot out of the sky. Range rotating around. Do you have a big round of forms being established? Some Petrobolus getting hit there. Heard some myth units summoned. Wasn't sure what it was. Why it's Dryads. Which are almost been killed off, as well as another Hippolyta. Arcus taking some damage there. Dryad does get picked off. They'll try and establish another forward palace here. Gaia's relatively close to aging up. Poseidon not so much, going for some Peltas. Medium Peltas. Citizens starting to go on down. Try and build that palace once again. You have these forces heading down south even further. Oh, that citizens has a farm next to a settlement, not a town center. Hippus will find a handful of villagers here, but they can escape into the palace. This citizen may go down. Still got a relic here with a system of baths make your villagers 15% cheaper. A little bit late for that, even for both players. Particularly for Gaia, who can only forward one more citizen to do their part. Hyperion now queuing up for Gaia.
Uji?
Citizens once again needs to escape into the palace. This palace is taking a bit of a beating there. Petropol is slowly knocking it down. Palace is down. Blue's trying to counterattack up here. A lot of prime targets in front of them. Hip is still in the region, getting some health regen going. Yep, Calvapeltis heading down south. Might want to go for a medium Calvapeltis. We do now have the Poseidon secret being queued on up. Cheaper horsemans. Hippus, once again, going to be gauging these citizens. See how damaged they've been getting. Maybe Economic Guild to just get some health regen going wouldn't be half bad. Did we even see channels just yet? Has not researched channels, or... Yep. Has not researched channels just yet. These citizens will make its way to that town center there, giving access to a 4th town center blue, great increase in maximum population. I think I hear implosion. Looks like good enough of Green's army will go ahead and be imploded. Blue's force is also getting inside as well. I think Green's army is just going to be nuked. Green still has some forces there. Argus spews some acid. Looks like Green's reinforcements are just being adequate enough. He's going for Hepatis, which is great for the Heritaros to help get them more damage. This was a bit of anti-myth unit damage. Heavy cavalry research by Blue, so Padromos will still be pretty useful. Lightstone just got finished. Got a ceasefire deployed by Turquoise. Needs it to buy some time to get some reinforcements going. We got some Dark Age Hypastis. They're not particularly useful right now, being Dark Age variant. Just zooming in because you don't really see this version of the model all too often. Hypastis almost complete. Ceasefire has 4 seconds remaining. Green's going for more hoplites, which are Dark Age. He doesn't need medium hoplites now. Funky Vault has been sung. Fire Siphon deployment field. Big round of Arcus Archers. Heroic Arcus Archers. The Colossus is advancing. No, he doesn't have even a medium hoplites, does he? Medium Peltas throwing away. Colossus went down to the Heroic Argus Archers pretty quickly. More Orchestra, more Contarius. And it looks like Turquoise has back the game. This is Angry. Saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.